It's the weekend rip.
But let it. Man, I hate this market. There, I said it. Bulls make money, bears make money. Old Benny gets it right up the tuchus. Yeah, that's so. I said it.
And you don't like it?
No, I don't like it.
You are non-consensually.
No, I'm not. This isn't. I don't consent to this. I don't consent to this.
Well, I think we need to have a talk with the market. Then
I think we do need to have a talk with the market. Market, get in here.
Yeah.
Here it comes. That's the market. Blind and stupid. Blind and on. I'm not going to say it. I was going to point to a historical figure who was blind and mute and deaf. And a woman, and I'm not going to do that.
I'm starting to be on the market side.
Yeah.
I think I'm glad it's.
Why am I ticked off? Well, I'll tell you, old buddy, old pal. It's. He doesn't want to catch my bad juju.
Honestly,
because I'm not on a cold
market.
Streak.
I'm a willing participant. That's all I'd like to say.
Man, first, look, this is just gonna be Ben's complaining intro bit. All right, you had Bitcoin hitting all-time highs, and what did Michael's strategy do? Nothing. And old Benny boy had calls, and instead they got flushed down the toilet like yesterday's turd.
She just bought more Bitcoin.
I did. I had a bid get filled at 104.
There you go.
And I checked my Coinbase, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I got filled on my thing. Awesome." And yeah, and I called it on this show. I've been calling it since the beginning of May.
Ben's mad
we are
today.
just going to rocket back to all-time highs, and it ain't gonna matter. Even with Trump's stupid truth today.
He's pissed about being right, folks.
I'm pissed about being right because when I it's one of those times it's really tricky as a trader where you know in your gut that you're right, but you're not trusting your gut and you're not going.
Oh, that's called being a coward. That exists all. That's in all kinds of industries.
Yeah.
You can't say I was right, but I didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I was right. The iceberg was coming, and I just was like, ship can handle it.
So you were wrong.
I was wrong in that I didn't follow through, and I'd been distracted all week because
Because what?
Memorial Day. What? Is that not valid? What? I've just been busy.
You've been distracted all week because of Memorial Day.
It's just been a distracting week. There's just a lot
Because of what?
There's a ton of crap going on. I don't know.
What? Tell me.
Memorial Day happened.
Sure.
And then we had.
This is my favorite thing. Every time Ben tells me, he's like, I got a lot going on. If you just,
I'm turning into my uncle.
You just ask one question, and he's like,
I mean, what isn't going on? Jeez, Louise. I don't know. It's just you just there's not a whole lot of movement going on. It's been a consolidation week. Even though last week I called it in my chat room, I was like, we are going to fully envelop last week's candle, and sure enough, we did. Did I have calls? Yeah, initially. I sold them on Tuesday. And then I just kind of, What is that?
It's just
all right.
It's just thick.
Let's check the numbers. Oh, the Qs. Wouldn't you know it? They're up. Over 2.5%. SPY up 2 3/3. 2.35%.
3 3/3.
Bitcoin down 3.94%. So are all my effing Bitcoin miner stocks. No, not underage, folks. They're mining like this. There's little digital elves inside the computer, and they're just chipping away. They're just doing math. That's how they do it. That's how you solve a Bitcoin.
Have you seen those? I'm sure you get ads for them. They're like, you just buy this thing for $40 and you plug it into your house and you're making money. You're mining crypto. You ever seen those?
Yeah. And the thing as I understand it,
I'm not stupid. I feel like it's probably bullshit, but I cannot help but be like, God, I just buy $10. I put them in all my outlets. I'm just making money.
I think that there's a very slim chance that with one of those miners, you could be one of the lucky few who your miners, your little rig solves the last little block at the right time, and you get the Bitcoin.
So I should
reward.
fill all the outlets in my house with them.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
plug them
all
up.
right.
They like it. Outlets love getting plugged.
Outlets.
They absolutely go gaga for it. They literally turn on. It turns them on.
Yeah, they like it.
But I remember
It gives them a shock.
It gives them a shock.
Yeah.
A few months ago, there was someone, because, these dorks, these absolute nerds love to follow stuff on the blockchain. Like, get a life, right? But they saw one, and it was just some unknown, like,
guy with
nobody miner. Yeah, and they were like, this guy just got a block. Good for him.
That could be me.
That could be you. Anyway, in the VIX, what do you know? Down almost 25%. It's this. See, this. I hate seeing this stat because I'm like, why didn't I? The strongest May since 1990. I'm going to crash my car. I'm just going to go.
Do it.
That'll distract me. That'll be a nice distraction.
Listen to the voices, honestly.
S&P records strongest May performance since 1990. NASDAQ registered biggest May percentage gain since 1997.
I'm like ChatGPT. I'm like, get off the meds, listen to the voices. I always say, do it.
I might just do it. Cut to me driving 15 miles an hour and just hitting a stop sign. No, I'm not.
That's
what
you would do.
Don't do that, folks. I'm fine. I'm just, my account is
only... he's good. No, he's good.
My account is like, I don't know, 40 grand off of all-time highs. So I really have nothing to complain about. But you know me.
He still will.
Gotta have. It's also because I don't have bananas right now. I need groceries.
But it was a busy week. Memorial Day was on Monday, so who can blame him?
I ran out of bananas. I had no more protein powder. I didn't go to the gym. I only went to the gym but one time. When I got
out of respect for fallen troops, though, not any other reason. Yeah, I get that.
The fallen troops. Somebody better pick them up.
No disrespect to the fallen troops.
Anyway, yeah. Look at this. The best May, they said Trump. This is just mocking me now. This in the outline. They told you Trump would wreck it all. They told you Japanese yields would end it all. Yeah, I remember seeing those headlines just a few days ago. Oh, Japanese yields. Duh. Shut up. You're wrong. Nothing matters. Give it up. You lost. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. Good day, sir. It's over. Chase it. Chase it back. I will give a huge hat tip to you because you are a retail trader, just like me and all the other retail morons out there who have been buying this dip.
I just stayed the course, baby.
Yeah,
it goes down, I buy.
Folks, this right here, this gentleman.
I'm a simple guy. I like a discount. You're going to blame me for getting stuff cheaper?
I'm starting to sweat, and I don't like that. Taking this off. Christ.
Who doesn't like a discount?
Yeah. See, you're the smart one, and I'm the dumb one. This is, folks, you're looking at why statistically you shouldn't trade. You should just
invest.
Dollar cost average.
Yeah.
You should just shut up.
And when it goes down, buy more. Buy a lot of it.
Yeah, when it goes down more, buy it. BTFD. Buy the effing dip. Anyway, we got the new StockTwits Sentiment Index. And with my attitude right now, man, I would put a dent in that thing.
Should we click it? Should we show
we? Yeah, let's click. It's this handy dandy thing here that StockTwits has. It's a sentiment index which reveals whether retail traders like you and me sense risk, aka fear, or opportunity, aka greed, in U.S. equities. It uses a rolling average of retail sentiment updated daily after market close. God, I know a thing or two about rolling averages.
Wow, you can go by how low can it go?
Everybody, I don't know how low it can go.
It looks like 1 minute. Oh, 1 month. It would be
no, but like the
measure,
the measure of sentiment on the right. That it's like at I think 1.0 is technically like neutral, and then above that is just I would have to spend a little bit of time.
Zoom out and hit the all button real quick. Let me see that.
It's only been out for a few.
Oh no, it goes all the way back to 2018.
So I would assume that when it's red, it'd probably be a good time to buy. Anyway, so yeah, what do we think about?
Look at that huge spike.
Yeah, that was during the height of all this tariff nonsense, which doesn't make. This is why it's frustrating. And like I said, the market these days, everything we could get invaded by effing aliens, and the market would dip. And then a week later, it wouldn't matter. It would just be like, yeah, it's baked in. Nobody cares. We've already calculated what it would do to the market.
We were thinking about the aliens coming, and so, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Or now that the market is dipped, well, the world is either going to end or we're going to buy the dip. So we're buying the dip.
The aliens actually have pretty cool capabilities. They're going to help us mine asteroids. So,
and guess what? That just means more Nvidia chips.
you guys are all enslaved, but we're going to, and you guys have to work the asteroids, but
Jensen Wong comes out and goes, it's actually really great. The aliens are saying that they need our new H5 Black 1000 chips to mine the things because they came all the way over here because their technology was superior or not inferior and ours was superior. Blackwell, what did I call it? Black 1000?
you called it Black 1000, which I thought was kind of cool. It's been a long week, guys.
It's been a long week. We had Memorial Day. I didn't have bananas.
He only worked out once.
I've been sleeping like crap. I did play poker in a.
You've been sleeping like crap?
Yeah, I've been sleeping like total crap. Yeah.
Do you have sheets on the bed?
Yeah, I have sheets on my bed, and then that adds to it, compounds it, because you know when your chores start adding up, like
your chores are adding up. What's going on?
Your bed sheets are dirty, and you're like, damn, I gotta clean my bed sheets. And then you're like, dang, my shower's dirty, I gotta clean that. And then you're like, I'm running out of clean underwear. Now I gotta do that. And it just adds up, and then you just feel like a total piece of crap. You just feel like crap. And then you walk your dog, and your dog doesn't poop, and you're like, Jesus, dude, hurry up, get it out.
I think you're just a curmudgeon.
Yeah.
You're just describing life.
You know, men can have periods too, like emotionally, and I think I'm going through my cycle right. I'm in my luteal phase.
Is that real?
Yeah, luteal phase.
No.
Ask your wife about it.
I know about that for women, but men experience periods.
Yeah, men
Are you
hurt
on some,
sometimes.
Men's rights activists.
No, but
subreddits where they're like, we have periods too, and no one's talking about it.
No. I could never be a men's rights activist.
But where'd you hear about the men's period?
I don't know, literature, Jordan Peterson. Or what do you think men experience? They experience sadness too. So let's see. We the other big stuff this week was hey, tacos aren't just for Tuesday and folks south of the border anymore. Mr. Trump himself is now. They're calling him Mr. Taco.
Honestly, I think this is a big part of the reason we're talking about these all-time highs rocketing back because, as we're going to find out,
taco trade.
Mr. Trump does not have the stones.
I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to call him a fish taco. You know why? Because the man be flip-flopping all around.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah.
Don't steal that. If you saw that, that's Ben's.
Question for you. If you caught a fish, don't dance around the subject, but if you caught a fish and you had to kill it, how would you kill it? Option A, slam it against the deck of the boat.
Oh, I get options?
Yeah. Option B,
why don't I just
gun.
get dealer's choice?
Okay, tell me how you would kill the fish.
How big is the fish? Is it a shark?
It's a big fish that you've
shark?
caught and
Like
you're
a
out.
marlin?
It's a mahi. It's
You
a
gotta
big fish. You got to kill it.
How big's a mahi?
Okay, let's change it. It's a
marlin.
It's a rainbow trout. This big. 16 pounds.
Ripping it in half.
You would rip its head off?
No, I'd rip it in half.
That's cruel and disgusting. Okay. So there was a reporter who done and asked Donald Trump. Just play the clip.
Basically, yeah, okay.
Unless a new term called the taco trade. They're saying Trump always chickens out on your tariff threats, and that's why markets are higher this week. What's your response to that?
I kick out?
Chicken out.
Oh, isn't that nice? Chicken out. I've never heard that. You mean because I reduced China from 145% that I set down to 100 and then down to another number? And I said you have to open up your whole country. And because I gave the European Union a 50% tax tariff. 6 months ago, this country was stone cold dead. We had a dead country. We had a country people didn't think it was going to survive, and you ask a nasty question like that. I think we really helped China tremendously because, they were having great difficulty because we were basically going cold turkey with China. We were doing no business because of the tariff, because it was so high. But I knew that. But don't ever say what you said. That's a nasty question.
Only Donald Trump is allowed to be nasty. Only Donald Trump is allowed to talk shit. Just don't you
But so
ever
she's
forget
alluding to reports that Wall Street traders are talking about the taco trade. Trump always chickens out. Basically, hey, don't worry about the tariffs. Just forget about them because what is it? 6 months now of, or maybe a little less of just back and forth. I'm doing the tariffs. I'm not doing the tariffs. I'm doing the tariffs. I'm not doing the tariffs. And just market going up and down, following this news. And then they said, you know what? Trump always chickens out. He doesn't have the stones to do it.
Yeah, I was petitioning for the enchilada trade, but they were telling
what does that
me,
stand for?
everybody at JP Morgan was like, "You're a fucking moron, and this is why you're always going to be a loser."
And what is enchiladas? What does it stand
I couldn't
for?
figure it out, but I was saying it's because he's like wet. You know, he looks like a wet burrito. An enchilada, the cheese on top kind of looks like his hair. And they said, "Shut up!" And how did you get in our office? And
It is nice that we have basically President Marty McFly.
we have. Oh yeah, truly.
His whole thing is just. That's the thing. You watch those movies as an adult, and you're like, wait, this whole thing hinges on Marty McFly.
A sex assault.
Well, no, nothing. It would all be fine if Marty McFly could just be like, whatever. He called me a chicken. I'll just move on.
Yeah. Also, it would
You
be
should see what they were calling me in high school, Marty McFly.
Yeah.
I didn't go back in the future and try to sleep with my mother.
He didn't try to sleep with his mom.
His mom tried to sleep with him. But it was because Marty was being real handsome.
Yeah, he showed up from the future
And
in
he
his
had-
Calvin Klein underwear looking all sexual. So he's getting memed on hardcore. What else is new?
The scary thing is, though, people are going, I can't believe we're going to get thrown into a depression over this this joke.
We're not. You know why? Because the options flows will not dictate that we are going to drop. I'm doing an X. The options flows are. Let me try to line it up there. This is a pretty terrible X.
That seems pretty right.
Yeah. So he posted today. He truthed today, and it caused an intraday drop. Let's pull it up, shall we? Claiming that dropping tariffs is to actually save China. By the way, Xi Jinping's daughter lives in Massachusetts.
She went to Harvard,
find
yeah.
her.
And Laura,
Or, I mean, in like a non-criminal way, find her and say hello, Miss Jinping.
yeah, Laura Loomer wants her deported.
Which is so stupid. Like
Well,
our
Laura
biggest
Mo-
nemesis has her daughter here. That's called a bargaining chip, dear.
Jesus.
I said arganing chip. Figure out what that is. Fill in the blank. So Donald Trump.
I mean, if anything, it's more of a it's more of a shame that they want to ruin these institutions that the most powerful people from all over the world want to come and enroll their kids.
They do want to come,
but they're like, no, we're going to pull the funding. We're going to mess about with all this stuff.
So he truthed, 2 weeks ago, China was in grave economic danger. The very high tariffs I set made it virtually impossible for China to trade into the United States marketplace, which is by far number one in the world. We went, in effect, cold turkey with China. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody was happy. That is the good news. The bad news is that China, perhaps not surprisingly to some, has totally violated its agreement with the U.S. So much for being Mr. Nice Guy. Which scared the market because it insinuated that the bitch is back. To quote Elton John, the bitch is back.
He's gonna make Biff's life a living hell.
So wait, you're so in this case, Donald Trump is Marty McFly.
Yeah, the good guy.
And who's Biff? Xi Jinping?
Biff is the Democrats.
Biff is the Democrats. Who's Doc Brown?
Doc Brown is
Scott Bessent?
Doc Brown is
who?
His mom.
Is who? Luke? Project 2025
Yeah.
is Doc Brown. Donald, we've got to go back in time. Blah. I can't wait for part 2 where he goes to the future.
No, the DeLorean is Project 2025.
Got it. Yeah. It's a good thing that we have such a good analogy going for this. Anyway, so then there was another variable that got thrown into the mix I think it was over the weekend. See, things are happening all the time. And it never ends, truly. Suffering never ends. Living is suffering.
Very Buddhist of you.
Yeah, but the key is to resist and start smoking cigarettes.
And drive your car into a stop sign.
And drive your car into a stop sign going like 15 miles an hour. So
it's a
not
cry for help.
It's a cry for help. You don't want to hurt yourself. You just want to
ex-girlfriends to reach out and ask if you're okay.
and say, "Are you okay? I heard you hit a stop sign going 15. It's actually pretty fast. It's a lot faster than you would think."
A lot of people are calling me brave.
So this super cool court full of absolutely like just the sexiest people you can think of.
A lot of hot guys.
A lot of hot guys are working on the U.S. Court of International Trade, the U.S. CIT, and yeah. So they said, Donald Trump, you can CIT on this. They basically said it's only 3 judges. They said that the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, the IEEPA, doesn't grant the president the authority to impose such sweeping tariffs without congressional approval, which is what a lot of people have been saying this whole time. The court emphasized that using IEEPA to justify broad tariffs was an overreach, stating that no president had previously used the law in this manner over its 5-decade history.
I do love when when the judges kind of become the judge from Billy Madison.
Oh, I thought we were still in Back to the Future, and you were going to say the principal, calling him a slacker. Go on with Billy Madison. I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter. It genuinely doesn't.
But yeah, these guys, they put him in check, but now it's just another headline.
Well, Trump, the administration, they're committed to this, and they're saying we'll go all the way to our conservative Supreme Court if we have to. Nobody calls Donald Trump chicken.
Watch me crash into this stop sign. Is what he's saying, and then Xi Jinping will call and be like, "Is he okay?" It specifically blocks the Trump administration from collecting tariffs from 2 companies involved in the lawsuit. I was looking to find the companies' names, but I did not find them. Federal Appeals Court temporarily allowed the tariffs to remain in effect while it reviews the administration's
so everything is
appeal.
Back to normal right now.
Yeah, it's just the legal proceedings are ongoing with the appeals court requesting briefs from both sides. And, it's just the market has already, the point is the market has already digested all of this.
They already know about the aliens.
And we're going to be back to all-time highs.
They already know about the aliens coming.
Yeah, we already know about aliens coming. Everything is already priced in. And I do apologize for my appearance right now, but this is what a VIX under 20 does to you.
This is what Memorial Day week does to you.
This is what Memorial Day week does.
This is what too many chores does to a motherfucker.
I also, dude, I've been eating 2 Go Macro bars a day, which just feels depressing.
It is depressing.
Right? Thank you.
It's for if you're on the go and you need something to eat.
I eat one every day.
Why?
Because they fucking send me emails and they say 30% off. And I go, all right, I'll buy 20 boxes, 10 boxes.
You truly are a marketing department's wet dream.
I mean,
the way advertising works on you, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah, I did buy an electronic mop brush from TikTok Shop once. And it's great. I love that dang thing. Makes cleaning the shower a breeze. So,
well,
Jamie,
then why are your chores piling up, pal?
Because they had to fix my dang shower. It was leaking. A pipe was leaking. Anyway, Jamie Dimon, the CEO of J.P. Morgan, you should call it J.D. Morgan at this point because Jamie Dimon is so J.P. Morgan coded.
J.P. Dimon.
I mean, he is the quintessential banker. The sex. They're calling him the sexiest banker, maybe to ever live.
Maybe the most powerful Greek American we have right now.
Yeah, that's hard to argue against. But listen to what this guy had to say. I was going to call him a clown, but I'm not.
Biggest one underlying both that is the enemy within. I'm not as worried about China. China is a potential adversary. They're doing a lot of things well. They have a lot of problems. What I really worry about is us. Can we get our own act together, our own values, our own capability, our own management? What you heard today on stage was the amount of mismanagement is extraordinary by state, by city, for pensions, and that stuff is going to kill us. And, I always get asked this question, are we going to be the reserve currency? And no, if we are not the preeminent military and the preeminent economy in 40 years, we will not be the reserve currency. That's a fact. Just read history. Now I think we will be. Warren Buffett here would tell you we're enormously resilient. I agree with that. I think this time is different. This time we have to get our act together and we have to do it very quickly.
It's funny. I mean, I probably agree with them, but maybe for different reasons and stuff. But it just reminds me of that Onion headline: CIA unveils Chinese plot to just sit back and watch the America implode or whatever. I mean, we don't have to. It's just happening. We're just all
no kidding.
eating ourselves. There's no. I mean, we were talking about it last week about like how it can be so frustrating to watch. China invest in these public infrastructure works, all these things. I mean, what do we get over here? It's all about just like owning your enemy here.
We need a project that the whole country can rally behind.
The whole country.
How about a hamburger cook-off?
We're just running on resentment and revenge.
Everybody loves a good pie eating contest.
Yeah, that'll turn it around.
We should get one representative from every state. Have a big pie eating contest. Something. The Hungry Games. Hungry Games.
And then what happens?
Then, we all celebrate and what it means to be American. Gluttony. Shameless gluttony.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I guess you could call that the Nathan's Coney Island hot dog contest.
Yeah, we already
or
do it.
But that's disgusting. It's not about, I don't know. We just need something. We need our own Olympics.
American Olympics.
Yeah, but
I think we're going to get it. Did you see Donald Trump Jr.'s backing the steroid Olympics?
Yeah, did you see that yoked ass Australian? He's like coming out of his onesie, like I'm ready to do the breaststrokes, sir. Hit the button, hit the gun. I'm ready to go. He's just like, dude, you should be competing against dolphins, not human beings.
Yeah.
Oh man, Jesus Christ.
That'll rally us. We'll be able to get behind that.
You know who's on steroids is Nvidia and Jensen Huang. I mean, with how many chips these guys are selling, they should rebrand to Tostitos.
Speak on it.
Yeah, I'm preaching.
Yeah.
They should rebrand Tostitos. Actually, no, because Tostitos is a dog shit brand. I'm talking Doritos, prime Doritos, 90s Doritos,
what about
1990s.
Siete.
What is that, 7?
It's that like new chip company.
I didn't know
We
that.
can't get lost
We got
on
a new
Siete.
chip company? Jeez.
It's not that new. They just got bought by Pepsi.
How many petaflops are on these chips? Or are these tortilla chips?
petaflops?
Yeah, that's some. That's a measure of how powerful these chips are. Oh, but you're talking tortilla. Yeah,
I'm actually not familiar with what a petaflop is.
Yeah. So Nvidia reported earnings. They had a $4.5 billion write down from U.S. export restrictions to China, but they still managed to post $44.1 billion in revenue, a 69% year-over-year increase, surpassing Wall Street's expectations, with data revenue soaring 73% to $39.1 billion, fueled by global demand for AI infrastructure. And man, oh man, if you work at Nvidia, I tip my hat to you. I would absolutely just be. I mean, how are you guys not just sucking and fucking each other all day, every day at the office?
You don't know if they're not.
Everybody's got to be just walking around those offices naked. Just.
That's your idea of being really rich. Taking a lot of money. Oh wow, they cleared it. They're probably all just walking around naked.
I mean, isn't that what you would do if you were?
No, probably not.
You wouldn't walk around your own home naked.
Oh, you said the office.
Oh, well, yeah, the office too.
But would I walk around the office naked? No.
Yeah.
You would?
If nobody else, if nobody was against it, I would see, ultra casual Friday. Anyway, Jensen Huang was criticizing those export controls, which is a bold move. He was also emphasizing NVIDIA's resilience, a surprise to no one.
Oh.
Oops. They're also, they're ramping up production of their Blackwell, what did I call them? Black 1000?
Black Thousands.
Black Thousands.
They got the Black Thousands ready to deploy.
The Black 1000 GPUs, and they're expanding into markets like Saudi Arabia and the UAE. He's just, the guy, between calling him Tostitos, they should also call him the Federal Reserve or the Department of the Treasury, because these motherfuckers are printing money.
I mean, hey, everyone needs their chips. Everybody needs their chips.
Yeah, but nobody wants to talk about the dips, do they?
We don't care about tariffs, all right? We need stronger chips. Build stronger, faster chips.
Yeah. So analysts are now projecting a market cap between $4 and $5 trillion in the coming years. So, yeah. He was on Mad Money. Should we play a little bit of him on Mad Money?
Let's see what Jensen had to say.
Jim Cramer sounded like absolute ass. He's got to retire.
How they pulled off. Let's go straight to the source with the man I call the modern day Leonardo da Vinci, Jensen Huang. the co-founder, president, CEO of Nvidia. Well, Jensen, welcome back to Mad Money.
Hey, Jim, it's great to be here.
All right, so let's go to, it's a remarkable quarter in every single way, but you do say, I'm going to go right there, that China is positioned to lead globally, and you do not think that unless you can sell to China, you can necessarily lead with them. And I look at this market and I'm saying there's $50 billion up for grab. I actually think it could literally be all yours if there weren't export controls. Am I wrong? And how much of that money would flow back to the United States if you could do the sales?
Nvidia's market share in China was about 95% 4 years ago. It's about 50% today because of the limitations on the products that we sell. $50 billion a year market today. It's growing just like AI is growing everywhere. Over the course of this 4 years, the president's administration, we're probably talking about a few $100 billion worth of revenues to Nvidia, probably tens of billions of dollars of taxes, revenues to the country, thousands of jobs, incredible opportunity. But more strategically, more importantly, this is very important. First of all, the China market is, of course, very large, but it's also the home of 50% of the world's AI researchers. The platform that succeeds is the platform with the most developers. Just like iPhone successful because of lots of developers, Windows successful because of lots of developers.
I mean, I hope the administration listens to him because, he's. I'm
trying to find because I was surprised to hear that he said what they have 50% of the market share in China.
They had 90.
Right, and 50 now. I thought with the CHIPS Act it was just all.
Yeah, that is confusing.
So I was just trying to search it, but I can't actually find it. I'll have to look into that because I thought it was pretty much cut off.
Man, I gotta say, you ever hear that theory that attractive people are perfectly symmetrical? Jensen Huang is about as symmetrical as they get.
He's an attractive guy.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, like, it's almost like when in art school in high school when they had you like draw the lines for where the eyes and stuff go. He's like perfect for that. The man is so handsome. He kind of looks like Mario from Super Mario Brothers.
The movie?
Just like, imagine Mario but a person.
Oh, like the video game.
Yeah, he looks like Mario a little bit. I know that he's a different race than Mario, but he still kind of looks like him.
I can't go with you on the Mario one. Mario, I mean, gigantic eyes, big nose.
Yeah.
Tuft of black hair.
I just want to hear him go, Yahoo! And I'd be like, yeah, that's what he sounds like. Yeah, I mean, he kind of looks like him a little bit.
I don't see it, but
all right, yeah,
it's okay if you do.
It's
no
Memorial
mustache.
Day. It's Memorial Day week. My brain is still. God, that's got to rock so hard to be Jensen
Mario.
Huang.
Oh,
Jensen Huang.
Yeah.
You're showing up to work every day. You're naked. You're absolutely crushing it. All your employees love you. All of Wall Street loves you.
Your employees just cower in fear every Thursday. They're like, fuck.
He's going to be naked.
Tomorrow's ultra casual Friday.
Did your dad ever walk around the house naked when you were a kid?
No.
Not even on laundry day?
What? On naked?
I
think we had a different relationship with chores. You talking about like chores, but how bad does it get where you have like nothing left?
You're telling me that your dad wouldn't walk past you sitting watching TV and he's holding his laundry, the laundry, and he didn't say, "Take off your pants. I'm doing darks."
Never.
My dad would, and I'd go, "Jesus!" And
wait, but
take him off.
Are you telling me your dad would go so long without doing laundry that he'd literally have no clothing left? He'd go, "Dad, put some clothes on," and he'd go, "It's all dirty."
I honestly can't remember. Probably
because that's insane.
He probably did it as a fun bit. Anyway,
it's literally all dirty.
Yeah, it's all
Every
dirty.
last piece.
It's like that. What's the cereal where they did like "Oops, all marshmallows"?
Oops, all berries.
Yeah, "Oops, all
It's
berries."
Captain
It was my
Crunch,
dad. Oops, all dirty underwear. So at the end of last week, someone who knows something, who has billions of dollars that you and I don't have, took a $3 billion call option bet for 2027. and there's speculation. There's a fun little. Let's pull up that little on what do they know. I thought that these are always interesting takes. Let's see. It's Edge Macro, Endgame Macro. I don't know who this person is. I've never seen.
I mean, the fact that they have $3 billion to make a bet with, it's got to narrow it down to like, I don't know, 15 people.
Yeah. Number one, it is not a YOLO bet. This is institutional precision. Sure. Number two, cross asset and macro context. Why now? Then they go on to examine why. Who could be behind it? Follow the cap table. Is it a sovereign wealth fund? Is it BlackRock? Is it a tech-linked private capital pool? Betting on vertical AI integration? Jesus. You know who, friend of the show, Jim Carson, thinks it's Masayoshi-san. Yeah. Could be him. That's not Masayoshi. That's a little bit racist of Jim. That's a different guy. No, I'm kidding. It's just a guy throwing a thumbs up. But Masayoshi-san, because he's wearing a SoftBank thing. Yeah.
I bet we'll find out.
Yeah. SoftBank should invest in some hymns, become hard bank.
SoftBank should invest in some bays.
You mean us? Yeah. I'll take $1 billion. I'll take $1 million.
I would take $1 million.
You know what?
I'll go as low as $1 million.
I would even, someone's taken a huge multi-year asymmetric bet that mega cap U.S. tech will not just survive the volatile macro environment, it will thrive, lead, and possibly re-anchor global capital allocation. That's what I've been saying, but that's exactly what I've been saying, actually. That's like verbatim what's been going through my head is exactly all that crap I just said about re-anchoring global capital allocation.
I don't know how I feel about this.
You don't think so? You think that might be a hedge?
No,
Or
that just
not
that
a hedge, but
that U.S. tech will not just survive this volatile macro environment, but will thrive.
I think it absolutely will, unless it's Masayoshi-san, in which case he might be wrong and we'll just tank and he'll lose $3 billion because he's famously not the best at making big bets. WeWork. Yeesh.
I think just thinking about, the idea of them not having like a real comprehensive government partner and investment and everything feels stifling. But we'll see.
Yeah, who knows, man? Who effing knows? You know who's having a good
But
weekend?
that thing, Jamie Dimon was talking about the enemy within, it just feels like we're destroying ourselves from within right now.
Oh man, Elf Beauty is buying Hailey Bieber's makeup brand for $1 billion.
Good for Hailey.
When I meet my wife, I'm gonna encourage her to start a makeup brand. Jesus God.
Well, she'll probably encourage you to have had a
thriving pop
music career worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Dude, geez Louise, good for her. She apparently had registered the trademark because it started 4 years ago.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know exactly because I'm not a big self-care girly, but it does. I was shocked how many, I remember.
I'd never heard of this company.
Yes, but even I remember this was probably like 20. It was sometime during the waning days of the pandemic when we were going to the beach. And I remember a guy in his 30s talking about Hailey Bieber says you should go to bed like a jelly donut with your face covered in moisturizer or whatever. And I was like, what? How do you know about?
Yeah, why are you following Hailey Bieber?
But I think her skincare influence was very wide.
There she is with a jelly
exactly.
glazed donut. You're supposed to open your mouth, sweetheart.
Well,
open your mouth, take a bite.
She's doing a skincare thing.
Open your mouth, take a bite of that thing. God, what I wouldn't give to eat that donut. Not because it's touched your face, but just because I'm so effing hungry.
He had a lot of chores. He couldn't do the whole lunch thing.
Dude, so she registered it's really funny. She tried to trademark Bieber Beauty.
Yeah, but you know what happened?
And they said it's too close to your husband's other shit. And you'd think she'd go.
Bieber had a prior trademark filing already.
What was he going to do? Lip balm for guys?
Yeah, exactly.
man, it was.
Yeah, prior trademark filings by her husband, Justin Bieber. She
We-
pivoted. I
Bieber
think this
Beauty.
is a better name. Can you? I honestly
too.
think this was the best thing that could have happened to her.
Bieber Beauty
Imagine
sounds like
people
shit.
saying, "I'm buying Bieber Beauty." That would have never taken off.
Well, unless she made it BB, that'd be cool. Everybody
that's-
loves two B's put together.
But that's already a weird clothing company. BEBE.
BB. Oh yeah, that's true.
But Rode, her middle name.
Rhodes sounds
I
respectable.
I have to say that's like
Rhode Island?
It looks nice. It's there's something about it that's appealing.
Rhodes Scholar.
I'll give it to her. She nailed it. These products aim to provide a clean and high quality skincare routine, encapsulating Hailey's pursuit of a glazed donut complexion, and became a great shown road marketing strategy.
It's showed us that. Okay, a couple things. She wants to look like a fucking glazed donut.
No, not that you want to look like one. That it's like that you are going to bed all glazed.
Yeah, like a glazed donut. Look like a glazed donut.
But I don't think she wants to look like a glazed donut out in the world.
A glazed donut complexion. Women love to look like that. I'm trying to look like a sprinkled donut.
With acne.
Yeah, just cover
I
my
want
shit. Fuck my
acne.
shit up. But we should. I mean, there's an opportunity here for men.
What is it?
Men's care.
That's not wrong. I know a lot of people who have talked about how like people haven't really, dude.
But
it's
they're
embarrassing.
trying.
I've talked about it on the show before, where I literally didn't start moisturizing until like 4 years ago or something.
Yeah,
I
actually,
just didn't know anything.
yeah. What would you call it? What would we call this brand? Guycom.
What?
Guycom. What?
What?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything.
Whatever it is, it has to be. I hate when they do like
Donut.
no, when it's like something that would traditionally be called gay by men. So
Oh.
they like really go over the top. It's like when a salon is called like Bolton Hammer. And
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
dude,
God
it's
damn it.
fine. You don't have to.
Or it's just sport cuts. You're gonna get your hair cut. We're gonna play sports on the
Yeah.
TV because you can't even focus on a
Or
haircut.
there's like a place that does men's manicures or whatever. It's like Hammer and Nails.
Yeah, like just
It's
shut
like, dude,
up.
it's
man.
fine.
Yeah, actually, I think a good strategy would be a 3-bottle system: hyaluronic acid, vitamin C serum, because this is what I use, and a good moisturizer. And if you market it the right way with the right design and stuff, guys would just lap that shit up.
I'm sure someone's on it.
Yeah, someone's on it. All right, I give up.
The
Well,
thing is,
we tried.
I'm just lazy.
Yeah. Well, I just wouldn't know where to start. Like, who do I contact in China to make this shit for me?
Well, you could find someone to help.
What's
you
the
with
secret? I don't know. You got to get an aging male celebrity who looks really good to endorse it. Rob Lowe.
that? No, you got to get someone who
didn't-
who guys trust. Guys don't trust Rob Lowe.
Who do guys
Guys
trust?
like me, we don't trust Rob Lowe.
Who do we trust?
Uh,
Who's a man we trust?
You got to get
Johnny. Who pulled up Johnny Depp?
yeah. Guys like us, we don't trust Rob We trust Johnny
We
Depp.
trust Johnny Depp.
That's why we got him.
Yeah, and Johnny Depp and Harvey Weinstein. Deppstein.
So we're spinning off Rhode's first men's line
Yeah.
called
Depp-
Chode instead
Chode?
of Rode. No,
Chode.
fuck.
No,
No,
Chode is good.
not Chode.
Chode is good.
I was thinking of something that rhymes with road.
No, we should call it Alf instead of Elf. Ass, lips, face. Because Elf is eyes, lips, face.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But you think men are going to be interested in ass, lips, and face?
Abs.
Okay, now we're
What did I
talking.
say? I don't remember. But poor Justin Bieber, man.
I do feel bad for him.
I feel so bad
It genuinely
for this kid.
seems like he's going through something, and
I think he's a
honestly,
sweet kid. Like,
I can't imagine being a child and navigating the entertainment world. It's probably an
Yeah.
absolute nightmare, and he does seem like maybe he's having a little bit of a rough.
he probably got something. He probably got diddled by Diddy.
Well, I mean,
All right, yeah. So moving on, he
Jesus
sold.
Christ.
Justin Bieber sold his catalog to. Wow, it was 3 years ago now. He sold his 291 song catalog, encompassing 6 studio albums and numerous hit singles for approximately $200 million. So now between him and his wife Hailey, They are sitting pretty. What did she?
Well, no, I don't. So that was panned as a widely pretty
bad
pretty
deal.
bad deal. I think
Yeah.
his manager Scooter Braun was like, dude, do not like. You see this at way down the. You're
Yeah.
seeing a lot of legacy acts do it right now. Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones, whoever. They're selling their catalogs for like over $1 billion. It seemed like maybe he needed money or something. I don't.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man.
Yeah. But
And then they're making fun of him for like. There's a photo of him looking bald or something. People are so cruel.
yeah, he's also a little silly. I don't know if we have it. There was a very funny moment when Hailey Bieber went. She was on the cover of Vogue,
Mm-hmm.
and
Good for her.
there were some clips. But he posted something about her Vogue thing. It was very, very weird.
Who was her dad? Baldwin.
Yes, he was a Baldwin.
So what was she an actress before, or was just the
No,
son,
she
the daughter
was just,
of?
I think she was just the daughter. But so he posted on Instagram post. It's since been deleted because everyone clowned on him. But he went, "Yo, this reminds me when Hailey and I got into a huge fight. I told Hales that she would never be on the cover of Vogue," which is an insane thing to say to your wife. And then he keeps going. Yikes! I know. So mean. For some reason, because I felt so disrespected, I thought I got to get even. I don't know what the hell that even means.
He felt that he felt so disrespected by her in that moment that he was like
He
the
felt
only thing
disrespected
he
by
could-
her being like, I think I could get on Vogue.
No, I think it was just they were having an argument about something. He felt disrespected and said, "Oh yeah, well,
Well, I think they were.
you'll never be on the cover of Vogue."
I think they were on Vogue together, and I
Oh.
think at some point she said, "I'd like to be on it alone," and he was
Yeah.
like, "Pff, "You'll never be on it." And then he said, "I think as we mature, we realize that we're not helping anything by getting even. We're honestly just prolonging what we really want, which is intimacy and connection. So, baby, you already know, but forgive me for saying you wouldn't get a Vogue cover because clearly I was sadly mistaken." Yikes, dude.
Just say you're proud of your wife.
Honestly, I don't.
Have you ever
I
seen?
cannot imagine my wife accomplishing something huge and then me being like, "Yo, I told her she'd never get it, dude.
Yeah.
I cannot believe she got it."
Man, all I want is to be proud of my wife, wherever she is. She's out there she's working hard right now.
All I
know
want
it.
is for Justin to have a nice time, okay?
I can't wait. I'm like, I can't wait. I can't wait.
For Justin?
No, for my wife. She's going to be like.
Don't talk like this.
So-
This is like this is weird.
Well, no, it's not. What, a guy can't be romantic about his unknown wife somewhere out in the future? Oh, God. I hope it's not one of those ones where, like, I'm fucking 60 and she's a widower, and it's like,
This is weird. Oh.
it's been a Memorial Day. It's been a heck of a Memorial Day week. Have you ever seen those compilations of Justin Bieber absolutely ditching Hailey? Like they're arriving in a big SUV and he just gets out and closes the door behind him and she like opens it and is like, Justin. It's so, or he's like running away from the paparazzi on a skateboard and she runs after him.
I have not seen
They're
that.
really great.
But
They're
it
really
does
great.
it does check out knowing he's the type of guy who's like, "You'll never get on Vogue."
Yeah. You'll never catch me on this skateboard. I would never leave my wife.
But he also does
on a
seem
skateboard.
sweet. He says stuff like,
Yeah.
"I've made a lot of stupid decisions, but the best decision I ever made was marrying Hailey because
That's
I
totally
made a stupid
something I would
decision.
say.
I made a stupid decision selling my music catalog, and now
Yeah.
we have $1 billion, which is nice."
Yeah. Anyway, he should use it to buy it back. Buy back his
She
catalog.
might end up richer than him, which could be crazy.
She currently is, I think, because of this.
Oh, I don't know all the ins and outs of his financials.
No. No, I can't say that I do. But anyway, let's see. There was a big short report that came out about ticker symbol. I said
Ticker
ticker
symbol.
symbol.
Ticker
Man,
symbol.
I need those bananas. Ticker symbol TEM. Tempest. They are. They got attacked by. Who did they get attacked by? Oh man, what is their name? What's the name of the these shorters? Spruce
Oh, I
Spruce
think
Point
that's
Capital.
I think those were the people who went after Islip's face.
I believe you're right. And
Yeah.
they got squeezed like a bar of wet soap. So they said that Tempest management and board members have a history together of promoting disruptive technology companies, which have frequently resulted in financial restatements and shareholder losses. They've expressed concerns about Tempest's artificial intelligence capabilities, given minimal revenues and product demonstrations, which appeared to show irreconcilable inputs. They questioned the quality of revenues and adjusted EBITDA based on related party dealings, investments that become revenue-generating customers, and accounting choices related to debt that flatter operating income. They believe that recent acquisitions and changes to customer agreements may be indications that the core business is under pressure. And they believe, finally, that Tempest trades at an irrational premium to peers, and they are calling for a 50 to 60% potential downside risk. And our queen, our absolute money mama, Nancy Pelosi,
Money mama.
she I think she still owns call options on this thing, but yeah, we'll see. But the stock is still up. Yeah, the stock is up 44% since January 14th when Pelosi reported owning 50 call options with a strike price of 20. And I think as of today, the stock is at 55. So we'll see. And that whole Bitcoin treasury trend is just continuing, but it might now be kind of slowing down. Typical because it's Trump who seems to have killed it. Ticker symbol DJT, Donald Trump Media.
Trump always chickens out.
Enchilada, man.
I wish you came prepared with a full. Imagine you had an acronym for enchilada.
Or burrito. Buy under restrictive. Information technology only.
I like that.
Yeah, burrito trade. So DJT said that they were going to raise $2.5 billion to fund a Bitcoin treasury, which caused shares to drop nearly 7% on Wednesday, while the sentiment on StockTwits dropped dramatically. The planned issuance of new shares to raise the money would dilute existing ownership, including Trump family holdings, reducing their voting control to below 50% for the first time. CEO Devin Nunes framed the strategy as a defense against what the company called harassment and discrimination by financial institutions, which plague many American and U.S. firms. And his fail son, Eric Trump, and Donald Trump Jr. appeared alongside partners from their new crypto mining adventure. It is an adventure called American Bitcoin, and encouraged attendees to accumulate Bitcoin. All right. Well, then we also had Trump and Powell had a meeting, and I'm sure that was yesterday. What do you think went down?
I bet Jerome Powell let out a lot of heavy sighs. I bet and pursed his lips.
He definitely was pursing his lips.
I bet he listened to some of the most inane remarks.
Oh, yeah.
I bet he said a couple times, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Yeah. We can't do that. It's not possible. I bet he just reiterated his stance that the Fed operates independently of the executive branch, and I'm sure Trump tried flattery at first, I bet.
No way.
I bet. I think that's his game, and it kind of throws everybody off. He says one thing to the public and then says another thing to your face privately. You're doing a great job and all this stuff, and trying to butter you up to kind of let your guard down. Hope that it gets your guard down. And then it's like, oh, he was being so mean before publicly, but now he's being so flattering. Maybe I misjudged him.
Oh, you think he only does the mean shtick publicly?
Yes.
But privately, he's really nice.
Yes.
One
I mean,
theory.
that's what Bill Maher said. He was a nice guy.
Yeah, but Trump can't get anything from Bill Maher. Well,
No,
what was it?
true.
Bill Maher has nothing to offer.
He's got a sick
What's
platform.
I mean, yeah. What's he gonna say? Like, stop talking about me on real time.
Yeah.
There's nothing he stands to gain.
Yeah. So what did I trade this week? Well, I sold some long positions. I added to some shorts in August because despite what I am saying about us being coming back to all-time highs, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel so frustrated. I mean, I should be selling puts naked, but not that kind of naked.
Like Jensen Wong style.
Jensen Wong style. Showing up to the office.
We
hit $1 trillion market.
I'm trading Jensen Wong style.
What does that mean? Wong out.
Just give me a moment. I'm Jensen Wang.
Let's see what Dr. Stocks said. Dr. Stocks is a user on StockTwits. He's got an interesting perspective for Monday and for June. And, of course, he said, gonna say it again, June should be pretty darn good if you are bullish. The tariff narrative is getting old. It's exactly what I've been saying. And most of the worst has been priced in. There will be curveballs, as always, but if inflation is falling, income is up, consumer sentiment is better than expected, as seen today, and the Fed has no real excuse not to take its foot off the brakes, then we should see a very nice rally this summer. Might start on Monday. Yep, he's exactly right. You know why? Because it frustrates me to say that, because I'm not long enough. I mean, I am, but I'm not long enough.
It frustrates you to say he's right.
Yeah, because I'm saying that I'm right, but it's again the most frustrating thing in trading is having a prediction and not fully taking advantage of it. It is torture to go into a weekend off of a week like this, off of a short week where you absolutely knew exactly what was going to happen. Your gut was right there, and you just said, "Shut up, gut."
Yeah, but can anyone blame you? It was Memorial Day weekend.
I know. Only had some bananas in there.
You barely had any laundry. You're forced to walk around Jensen Wang style.
God. Well,
the shower needs cleaning.
Shower needs cleaning. Everything.
You have zero bananas. You haven't had
zero
a
bananas.
banana all week.
I know.
And you're running on 2 Go macros
I know.
a day.
It's terrible. It really is terrible.
So maybe take it easy on yourself.
I know. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Well, let's read some comments, shall we? We'll wrap it up. Did I miss the part where Ben goes full cringe, flexing on how China is better than America and knows true leadership? That's not cringe. What, is it bad to praise China? They're kicking our butts. I think they're doing something, right, pal? Alex? How long have the boys been live? Did I miss any racist Ben comments? Okay, what's going on here?
What is going on here? With context, I don't like Tabata Man. Okay, well...
I don't like Tabata Man? Who said that?
Danny Roll. All right.
A third person Benny Boy makes me feel nice. Oh, man.
That's
what
mean?
The wrong skincare routine does. I don't know. Low potassium trading. Yeah, I need higher potassium.
You're like
apparently Robe made a phone case that holds their lip balm, which has been very popular. Otherwise,
Wait,
their
Robe
products...
made a what?
They made a phone case that holds their lip balm, which
Innovative.
has been very popular. Otherwise, their products are quite mid. I mean, everything is mid.
Maybe Hailey Bieber, she'll leave Justin Bieber and you'll marry her?
Nah, she's not my type.
Oh.
I mean, she is kind of. Hailey, if you're listening, you're not listening. She never listens to me. She does what she wants. She's a free woman. Ben, did you see the short report on Archer? No, but that was like StockTwit said. Quit the cold brew. Man, shut up, Simon.
Wait, this one's nice. Ben, I love this look. You look like a cool late 70s anchorman.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, young field mouse. In other news, I'm going to go crash my car into a stop sign. I hear it beckoning me. The siren song of the boulevard.
Do you think you'll get a lot of texts if you crash into that stop sign?
No, because I'm going to get out and run. It's called a hit and run. That way they can't test my BAC, baby. That's blood alcohol content.
That's Ben alcohol content.
Ben alcohol content, yeah. Double down on the cold brew.
Wow,
I get a cold brew every time
everyone
recording.
comments like young field mouse. He gave Ben a nice comment and he said, Emil, you look great as usual. Okay, well, however they like to identify.
You know what sucks? You take a shower, right?
I like that.
You take a shower, you feel great, you feel fresh, and then you come and you record, and you work up a stink, and you stink. What do you do then? Huh?
You know it smells crazy in here.
What's a guy supposed to do? Buy some Sydney Sweeney bathwater bar soap?
Dude. Yeah.
That's so
do you think
stupid.
they're actually putting some?
Yes, I do. I bet they actually soaked her in a tub, and then with
Why?
that amount, all you would need, they would be able to make tens of thousands of bars of soap with that one single bathtub. You just take a dropper, drop.
Oh
boom,
yeah,
it's in there.
they're saying there's very little in it. It's like,
yeah.
But why even bother? No one would be able to tell the difference.
It's a great marketing scheme. That's
No,
really smart.
I know, but you could do it without even putting the bathwater in it.
Oh right, yeah.
No one would know the difference.